does these for me. It's our Stardust paper pad. I have only 600 of these to go around. I don't know who marked the price at under $20, but with prices the way they are going up on paper and cardstock, this is an amazing buy. To really add a little bit of sparkle and bang to any project, fireworks are fabulous and such beautiful colors. If you want to order, this will be the only chance to get them. It will not be seen again tomorrow because we will sell them out tonight. You can pre-order right now. In the meantime, we've got to get busy. For 15 years, Crafter's Companion has been running Craftaganza, and for the first time in history, it's coming home to you, to me, to everybody with our best buy of the day. With Sarah Davies leading the charge, we are going to come together on June 21st and 22nd. People all over the world will sit down and start to craft, start to create, and start to be inspired by Sarah herself and the team with an amazing kit, an amazing package that gives you 10 projects, the core things that you need to be able to create amazing items with hundreds and hundreds of dollars of value. The always priceless Sarah Davies, it's good to see you.
Oh, I wouldn't
This is
miss
big.
this. This is probably, in 19 years we've been doing this, this is probably the biggest single item I have ever brought in the history of HSN, and the one that has been the most anticipated.
Okay, we're gonna wow you and truly surprise you with what this is. We are taking orders right now. You can be the first in America to order it, the first anywhere to have it. We're obviously gonna do an amazing value. We're at $159 and change. The regular price is $230. But again, over $500 of value is in here. We're going to send it to you. There's a single purchase or auto ship, which we'll get to. You'll start by receiving this beautiful collectible box.
You will indeed. I'm just going to tell you now, because if you are ordering the auto ship, you are going to want to get the auto ship. So if you're in doubt, just sit and wait and let me tell you the story, okay? So 15 years ago, I started doing Craftaganza.
Yes.
So Craftaganza was an event that we would hold in the UK, and we would get people from around the area, and then after a few years, it became people from around the country. By the time we built up, just before the pandemic, we would have people fly in from all over the world to come and take a weekend of craft classes with us. Like I said, 15 years we've been doing this now. Since the pandemic, we haven't been able to put on one of our events.
Sure, I understand.
And people have been asking, well, Sarah, with the virtual world now, why couldn't you not take this where you can deliver the classes remotely online? And I love to teach. You don't get to experience me teaching here because you get me Speedy Gonzalez, 3 or 4 minutes, how can I show you how to do it, right? But I'm telling you now, you take one of my classes and we can sit together and spend a couple of hours learning some advanced techniques. This is Craig, one of my colleagues at home. Actually, all of these classes you are going to take with either me or my head of product development, Leanne, who teaches me basically everything I need to know. So what you can do is you're going to get the program on the 21st and 22nd of June, over that weekend. You're going to basically book the weekend out of your diary.
Yes.
You're going to sit. Now, yes, we'll do the classes live all together, but then if you want to take them later, you will have access to that at any point to go and watch that back. But every single item you need for every class, including a base core kit to get you started, is all in here.
So you'll want for nothing. You'll have everything you need, and you'll be able to craft along leisurely, happily with Sarah, which I know you'll agree is priceless. All right, we're busy already. I want to stress we have a little over 1,000 of these for the entire country. I know our team are working with Sarah's team. If this sells out in this hour, perhaps we'll be able to have like a back order tomorrow. I can't guarantee that at this moment in time, though. What I do know is that we've waited a long time for what's in here. There's a family and a friendship and a community, as there has always been in the crafting world, and there's nothing quite like it. Sarah, give us some idea, a taste of the projects.
Okay, so the 10 different projects, and we're going to do everything from learning colouring. We're going to do watercolouring. We're going to do alcohol pen colouring. You're going to get all the ink pads that you need, all the pens, all the colouring equipment. We're going to do blending. So if you've ever used our water reactive ink pads to do the shading, you've wanted to learn how to use our duetting pads to do the chalk blending. We're with silhouette stamping. Maybe you want to do advanced die cutting techniques like paper piecing. You want to do die cutting and embossing together, outline embossing. I'll walk you through all of them.
Okay.
What I will say is, right, so with the kit, what you're going to get is you're going to get this box.
Yes.
And in this box are 10 of the projects. So every time we sit down over that weekend, we'll say, right, we'll be starting the first class at maybe 10 a.m., right? You will take out class number 1.
Does it come in this folder?
Oh yeah, every class comes. So it's class number 1. Class number 1 is all about embossing and die cutting. I'm doing this one.
Okay.
You'll find Leanne will do the advanced colouring ones, where I will be the student. So I will either be your teacher or I'm going to be one of the students with you.
Oh my gosh!
But then what you do is inside here, in this one folder, is everything to do that first project.
Okay.
So can you see with this one, it's all the actual class that we're going to be doing here is this. So we're going to be learning how to do advanced watercolouring techniques on 3D embossed panels.
Can I just say, I'm so sorry.
Go on.
You're not going to believe this.
Go on.
I've known you for so long, right? And you've had some amazing winners.
We have.
Guys, do you mind showing on screen how many are already sold? We are 400 sold. Guys, when I tell you there's around 1,000, there's 1,000 before this is sold out. You have got to order this before it's gone.
You're going to love it. You're going to love it. You're going to love it, right?
Go.
So this is just the first class. So this is probably a 2-hour class because we are going to take our time and I'm going to teach you. If you've always wanted to learn how to get the shading, the blending to look exactly like this, I'll teach you that, right? We'll do it together and you can interact with me. You can ask questions. You could come live on the screen and ask me. You can just type them away and ask me. You come and be part of it, okay? But just to give you an idea of value, right? A die set this size is about $20 to $25.
All day long.
A 3D embossing folder like this is another $10.
Okay.
You've got stamps, you've got the papers, it's a very high quality speciality watercolour card. I'm not having you use any old watercolour card. If we're watercolouring, we're using the best stuff, right? Everything for that one class is in there. Let me just explain how this is going to work, okay? For that specific class, that is everything you need specific to the class. However, you also need a core tool set. So for example, with this, you are going to need the special ink pads to do the water blending. You're going to need your advanced ink pads for doing edging. This kit down here is your core tools. I'm going to come around here and show you. Do I get all of this? Absolutely everything that's in front of you. This core tool set is worth $80 on its own. So you are going to get a set of 9 of your alcohol pens. You're going to get a set of 9 of your watercolour pens, 3 of your glitter pastes. You're going to get the finesse alcohol-proof ink. You're going to get the finesse waterproof ink. You're going to get a set of our duet ink pads, a set of our Harmony water reactive ink pads, all the core tools to get you started. I'm assuming that if you're watching this, you've got scissors, glue, and a die cutting machine. Doesn't have to be a Gemini, but as long as you've got a die cutting machine, base core tools of scissors, glue, paper trimmer, right? Everything else is included in the box. That $80 worth of kit. Now, the way I would think about this, right? If I was coming along to a class, and I teach quite a lot of classes around the world, and for the classes I teach, if you're looking for a 1 to 2 hour class, if you were to get the tools, you're probably looking around $50 to take a class virtually with me online, right? You've got 10 classes. So just the classes alone is $500 worth of education with all the kits. Then you're also getting your $80 worth of core equipment to go with it. But then the really exciting thing is the authorship program. So what we're assuming is we're all going to craft together on the 21st, 22nd of June, right? But then if you are in the HSN authorship program, and the HSN are the only people who can offer an authorship.
Only here,
right?
nowhere else in the world.
It's the only place we can offer because nobody else does authorships. Can you see, in October, we'll send you the next 3 classes. So then we're going to learn about quilling. And then we're going to start doing you'll see 3 techniques each time. And that is because once you're in this club, and yes, we've got a couple of thousand people here from HSN can join it, but then from all over the world. So in a couple of weeks' time, this will go on sale in Australia, in Europe, across the UK. So when you are taking the classes, you are joining people from around the world, but you will then be able to do the extended program so that every 3 months you'll get sent the next shipment, but the next shipment will have 1 a month classes. So that then in October we'll all do it. So here you go, you'll get the shipment, but it's 3 months worth. So when you'll do it, and it's once a month, I think it's a Thursday night or something, you'll sit down and take the classes. All the practice classes, Craig taught them. I'm actually teaching the real classes when we do the real. But look at this, advanced quilling techniques. You imagine, well, I send you the quilling tools, I send you the special quilling papers, and you get the next little pack, and it goes at the back with all of the others. So you keep keep building up. So there are 22 classes to build up. Oh, the box, by the way, comes in. So you get the box in the first one.
Yeah.
So every single class that you take, every box will be all kept in there, kept nice.
Okay, so it's a winner, obviously, and I think for anybody who has been a fan of Sarah over all these years and a big fan of Crafter's Companion, this is exactly what Crafter's Companion does better than anybody. That sense of community with like-minded people who all enjoy this as their hobby, as this pastime, as their favorite thing to do, to be able to make something that's real, that you can hold, that you can see, that you can gift, that you can share. And now with Craftaganza, again, this isn't new. 15 years, the Craftaganza events have been so enjoyed throughout the United Kingdom. Finally now, Craftaganza is available to every single person watching here in the United States of America. And yes, the live event will happen on the 21st and 22nd, but if you aren't able to be a part of that, it's okay. You're able to access these lessons at any point in the future. Stop and start, review, rewind, fast forward. But what's amazing is that we know on those 2 days, you can be at home, happy and comfortable with a nice cup of tea, and you can turn on and see Sarah right there teaching you. Not like she does here, where she's got 5 minutes to do a whole big major project. She's gonna take her time, and it's going to be a nice, easy process. You'll do it step by step together, and you'll have something to show for it at the end of it. You're getting 10 projects in here. So you've got $500 of projects, you've got the core tools, everything you see in front of us, that's another $80 to $100. You're at $600 now. Our price is obviously $159.95, which is why it is just flying out of here. You get it first, we want to send it out to you. Autoship is the best seller. What's nice about the autoship is that there's something to look forward to.
Oh, yes.
It's not expensive, and if this is your favourite thing...
Do you know, I've known it when I've gone on like a weekend like this, and you get to the end of the weekend and you are utterly distraught that that has happened and it's finished.
It's over.
That's the end of it. Yeah. I didn't want you to get that feeling of, oh, no, it's finished. Yeah. It's not going to finish. You can all... There'll be a community, there'll be an amazing Facebook group. I want you to make friends for life when you do this.
And you will.
And then you can all look forward to, oh, so the next shipment arrives in October. But actually, between then and October, we'll be redoing some of these classes. Yeah. We'll be saying, right, you've got the core kit, let's all get together and do an extra little project. Let's use the dies that we've got in project number 1 with some of the extra pens that we've got in the core kit, and let's do something new. Do you want me to come take you through all the projects?
Can we do it?
Come on, right. Okay, so with each one, I'm going to show you up here what we're going to be learning. Now, there is a lot of colouring. Colouring classes are the most relaxing, okay? We're going to do a mix of watercolouring and alcohol pens. So this is the first class. Oh, I'm going to drop that. This is the first class that we're going to be doing. So it's really focused on, we're doing some die cutting, some embossing, and then we move into colouring, right? Then, because I thought you'd want to go from one extreme to the other, what about doing shaped cards? So in this kit, you'll be able to see down here, you've got the template to make the Polaroid. You've got the die set to be able to do all of the die cutting. You've got all the different shades of grey to be doing the matting and layering. Again, just to buy all the components to make this card, Adam, you'd probably be looking about $25.
Okay.
But it's irrelevant, because each class, with $159, each class is working out $16.
Absolutely.
Let alone the fact that you're getting all of the core tools now. I love this technique, okay? So this is watercolouring onto an embossing fold. If you've never tried this before, you will love this one. Leanne's going to teach this one, and I'm going to be joining in, okay? So this is where you get that lovely, the light bouncing off. You want to do the advanced watercolour techniques. You've got the special watercolour paper. We will teach you how to do this. This is another one of the longer classes. We will do it together, right? This is another one of my classes. I love flower forming. Is one of my favourite things that we do. So what you get in this little kit is you get all of the stamens for the centre, you get the dies to cut all of the different shapes of the flowers, you get the special flower forming foam. I'm going to teach you how to do this. You get the lovely lace edgeable. We've got the gorgeous papers to make the card. And what I do love, Adam, is at the end of every project, you will finish the card. I've taught plenty of these classes over the years. I know that there's nothing that will make you feel more excited than that feeling when you get to the end and you line up your 10 projects that you've done. And we're all going to take pictures of them. We're all going to show our friends and everyone can see how we're getting on. And you know what? I saw those videos, right? And I've already thought, so there's a group of ladies here in Florida, actually, who've become friends through our community groups, the Crafting Divas, they're called. They ordered this at the full price when it went onto the HSN website on Saturday. So they paid the higher price. But no, because they were so terrified of it selling out, Adam. They've already planned the weekend. There's 6 of them. They're all going to one friend's house. They're all going to bake. They're going to have cooking. They're going to get ready. They're going to make a massive weekend of it. So whether you are doing it with friends, I know a lot of people where there'll be like a mother and daughter buying this. This is the sort of thing. If me and my mum could do this together and do a whole weekend together where we're sitting down, someone's thought about it, someone's planned it. Now you can either put us on the big TV screen, so because it's going to be streamed through YouTube, you could actually stream us onto your big screen.
Oh, nice.
You could be sitting in the living room. Maybe you have got a little iPad, you want to watch it on the iPad. But what I love is if you've got questions, and actually, do you know what? It won't be questions. What it'll be is, it'll be starting to gossip.
Right.
When we get the pens out, I can see you now, we'll all get lost in the moment, and people will be starting to gossip, going, oh, Sarah, while I've got you, could you just tell us about such and such? Nothing about the craft, we'll just be gossiping. But you'll be doing that with thousands of other crafters from all around the world. I've only shown you the first 4 crafts. Right, so craft number 5, paper piercing. Who's always wanted to have a go at paper piecing? So in this kit, again, you're going to pull out number 5, you're going to get the paper piecing, you're going to get the dies, you're going to get the outline, you're going to get the... I'm going to teach you how to do it. That is the Saturday. Remember, it's a weekend. So that is what we are all going to achieve on Saturday. We're going to go from paper piecing to flower forming, to doing shaped cards, to doing a bit of die cutting, some alcohol pen colouring, some watercolouring, and all of the core tools are less than what you are paying for the first 2 water ships.
Yeah, and that's...
the first 2 FlexiPays.
FlexiPays, but that's the reality. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm going to get this and then I'm going to have to buy this and I got to buy this. No, it's all there. So all the tools, guys, can you just get a shot inside? I don't know if you can. Jorge, can you see inside that? There's a ton of stuff right at the bottom. You get everything you need with the core tool collection, and then all the classes with the beautiful done envelopes. There's the one Sarah was just talking about. Everything you need is inside, and it's listed and labeled with each class number. It's beautifully done. It's easy to do. It's the thing about all Crafters Companion products, they're so user-friendly that it's never confusing, it's never a headache, it's never a heartache. You're gonna love every single moment of it. And what I appreciate, I know you do too, is the affordability factor. You know, when you love to do something, if it's an expensive thing that you love to do, then you might not do it as often as you want to do it. If crafting is your thing for $159.95, oh my gosh, you've got 10 lessons, 10 projects, 10 opportunities to meet and acquaint yourself with people who might be your next big best friend that lives in your next town, city or village or halfway around the world. You never know where they're going to come from. I think the opportunity to interact with Sarah is something you'll love. I mean, right now when Sarah is with me here in St. Pete, you know, we're on set and we're talking to you. Now you're going to be able to talk with Sarah, ask her questions in real time. You're stuck on something, she's going to help you along. She's right there. So there it is. The 15-year anniversary of Craftaganza is celebrating a new opening, and that is making Craftaganza available to you and us and me and everybody around the world in our own home. Watch it live on YouTube, watch it on your computer, and always have it available to revisit. The thing that I said at the beginning, I said purposefully, because when you think of today's specials, you might think of, I'm making it up, Joy Mangano hangers where there's 100,000 available. Curtis Stone pots and pans, 50,000 available. Tomorrow, we're featuring a few different today's specials. It's a big sewing day tomorrow. Sarah is here with this, but it's what's called a mini today's special. I have fewer than 1,000 now left before it is sold out. Now, I know our team are going to work with Sarah. If we sell them all out tonight, there's a potential of a back order. I can't speak to that because I can only say what's guaranteed, and I can see what's guaranteed right now, and that's not any more than 1,000. So with that being said, I don't want you to be disappointed because Sarah, obviously when it is completely sold out, it's done.
It's done. Well, yeah, because we can't make more and ship them to you for the 21st and 22nd.
I'm with you. Right, because it's coming up.
So we're limited.
Right.
And I know on the website it's listeners back order. These will be out to you within the next week or so. You'll get it in loads of time because a lot of people are going to want to do their homework. Yeah. You're going to want to have a little nosy. You might want to try something. That project there, by the way, this is duet ink blending. Okay. So if you've never tried any of our duet ink pads, can I just tell you, our duet ink pads are $8.95 an ink pad.
Okay.
There are 3 different colours of duet ink pads you will use on here. Then you'll be using one of our finesse ink pads, which is the one that gives you that lovely black outline stamp, okay? That's another $8.95. So when you think just to make that one card there, you're talking over $20 worth of ink pads. Then there's another stamp set that you would need there. There's another $10 worth of stamps in there. So just the tools and equipment to make this one card are $30 to $40, right? That is just the first project that we're going to do on Sunday morning. Okay. The one that I'm going to be sitting down. I am not a crafter at this level. I am going to learn with you. So all of the classes are either me teaching you or Leanne, who is my head of product development, who's devised, you've heard me talk about
She's amazing.
She's worked for me for 15 years. She's going to be teaching. She teaches all the advanced colouring. We're going to do all of these classes between us. You are literally spending the weekend with us. You invited into our studio and we'll live stream the whole thing exclusively for people who are in the programme. Now, I'm going to just say it again, the authorship programme, right? People buying this in Australia and in Europe and in Scandinavia, they can't get the authorship programme because there's only HSN offers authorship. Now, how it works is, so for example, in October, you're going to get sent the class for October, November and December. The pearl powders, Adam. Do you know, just to learn these techniques, then we're going to be doing the ones with the, the pearl drops, and you're going to be learning those techniques. Then we've got some advanced die cutting techniques that we do. So what happens is every 3 months, we send you the next 3 folders that are going to go into your box. Don't peek ahead. One at a time, you're going to take them out. We're going to teach you the cards. So it's completely different to any other program we've done in that we will all be together learning the cards. The thousands and thousands of people from across the world will be sitting together doing these cards all at once. And what I love is, so whether you're doing this on your own, for a lot of people, they craft on their own. They live on their own, or maybe they live with their partner and their partner isn't really into this. So crafting is their community. For other people, it's the way of getting families together, mums and daughters, or hey, my sons, I'm getting my kids well into crafting, whether or not you're getting the younger people into it. If you can sit down and do it together, whether it's friends, whether it's relatives, crafting is that one that will bring you together. Now look at this, 22 classes in total that you can build up to. Now if you're in the authorship programme, you can always cancel it. You can always say, do you know what, I've got enough stuff now, I don't need to keep going with the next one. You can pause it, you can, anything. What you can't do is get into it if you weren't in it in the first day. And just to remind you, yes, you are getting 10 classes. So I've shown you the first 5. We've talked about the duet ink blending. Yep. We're going to do things like the dome cards. We're going to be learning how to do 3-dimensional decoupage. Yep. This one's fabulous, really advanced techniques with all of your glitter pastes. So you've got the stencils and the pastes in there. We're going to be doing stamping and masking. I love this one. Stamping and masking techniques like this and the colouring like that. The stuff that I can teach you is so much more advanced than I've ever been able to do. When you see me here, I get 2 or 3 minutes to whistle stop a really quick card. To be able to sit down and take our time over a couple of hours for some of these, it's priceless. It's
a dream come true to be able to offer this for Sarah, and it's just a dream. There is no more connected category than crafting, right? For those of you that have visited the studio on one of our big craft days, to the thousands and millions of you that are watching right now as part of our big craft day that is launching, there is nothing that brings people together like crafting. And we love doing it. It's wholesome, it's real, it's exciting, it's genuine, it's tangible. It's something that creates a sense of achievement. Obviously, I'm telling you things you already know. But for the first time in history, we're able to bring that experience to you at a price that, hallelujah, is affordable. That isn't a bazillion dollars, that's easy and simple to do. Everything is laid out for you. All right, so this is where we stand. You and me and Sarah right now, we're live at 11:23 here on the East Coast. Here's the official number.
Go on.
With the orders that have been placed, I have 495 left before sellout in auto ship. Remember, this launched 23 minutes ago. I don't have 4,000 left. I have 425 remaining before we are sold out of auto ship. So
I can't do anything about that.
They're telling me we've got 3.5, 4 minutes left.
I can't do anything about. I can't. Once those auto ships go, I can't do anything about that. All I'm going to say is, if you've waited up for us, it was worth waiting up for.
Yes, it was.
This, if you missed me say at the beginning, right? Craftaganza is something. So I launched this 15 years ago. We did our very, very first one. There was 35 people came to the first Craftaganza. We did it in a little hotel. I taught most of the classes, and from there we built up and up and up, and it reached its peak about 5 years ago, which was just before the pandemic. And we used to run a whole weekend. We'd have hundreds of people come. And what I want you to understand, we used to have complete beginners come, Adam, because we'd have couples come, or we'd have like mother and daughter, where maybe the daughter was a crafter, brought a mum along, wanted a mum to learn, but had never done anything like this before. So I'm used to teaching people with massive skill levels. I don't want you sitting there at home thinking, oh, but I can't do anything anywhere near that advanced, Sarah. That's way too much for me. Trust me, whatever level you are at, even if you're watching tonight and you are an absolute complete beginner crafter, as long as you have a die cutting machine, scissors and glue.
Yes, that's all you need.
That's all you need. Is a die cut, and even everything will fit through the Gemini MIDI. So even a small die cutting machine, but as long as you've got that, I will handle the rest. If you've never made foam flowers before, you've never done paper piecing, you've always wanted to learn how to do them blending techniques with the duet ink pads, maybe you've dreamed of learning how to watercolour or do the advanced blending with your alcohol pens, all of that's included. And remember, so as long as you've got your die cutting machine, your glue and your scissors, the core tools I'm giving you. So you are getting your set of watercolour pens, and they are our trio tipped pens, so that you're getting 3 pens in each one of these. So you're getting 9 colours of your aqua pens, okay? You're then also getting the set of your tricolours. So you're going to have all of the alcohol pens that you need to get started. All of the ink pads that you need, we've got our special alcohol proof and waterproof ink pads. So when I talk about having the right tools for the job, it's not a case of, well, yeah, but if you want to do this project, you actually need all these things. So you're going to have to go out. I mean, ink pads, $8.95 an ink pad, our alcohol ink. I don't want you to have to go out and buy all those. They are here. Just the little mini ones you need, but they will last you for all of the projects and beyond. Glitter pastes, blending inks, Harmony water reactive inks. There's an £80 kit to get you started, Adam. Now, the way I would see it is, if I took the £80 off the cost of this bundle, right, that means that I'm getting all of the classes for £80. It's a weekend, so that is £40 a day. So you are taking 5 classes a day. We're not paying £40, you're paying $40. So you don't have to pay me in pounds.
I wasn't going to say anything. I wasn't going to say anything.
$40. So for less than the price that you would pay to do one class, you are doing a whole day's worth of classes. And I know what a lot of people do is they get so wrapped up in the excitement of the community that they come along and they just watch and enjoy the classes and chit-chat at the time, and then actually make the stuff later. Once you've got the class, you've got access to it. You can go back and watch it and redo it any time you want.
I mean, what else is there to say? It's a fabulous, wonderful, exciting thing to do. You know, when it's crazy out there in the world, you can always feel cozy at home with Crafter's Companion and Sarah Davies. We are now well over 700 reserved. We are taking final orders on the auto ships. If you do want it, please dial in now, or hsn.com or the HSN mobile app. And congratulations. I know you're excited like we are. We're just beginning though. Sarah and I still have another 30 minutes together.
Oh, I've got a great hour for you.
Come on, come on.
But nothing's going to be as good as spending the weekend with me. So I've got some awesome stuff, guys. Nothing as good as hanging out with me and Leanne and the rest of us for a whole weekend.
We're family now. We're family.
This is pretty awesome, like.
I mean, this is the new paper pad.
I'm going to teach you how to flick the paper pads
show
the
me,
best
show
way.
me.
So you go backwards this way so that the camera...
I've been doing it front ways.
You're always backwards. 19 years we've been doing this, Adam. I should have taught you this.
What on earth is going on?
Now you can see, look, you need to see them explosions. I mean, this is, I have to say, one of the most exciting paper pads we've ever brought.
Fireworks. I mean, who doesn't love fireworks? How many of those are left, Kevin, now, please, sir? Sound like Oliver Twist. Please, sir, can I have some more?
No, you can't. That's all of them. They are only in this hour.
400 left. We started with 650. There's 400 left. It's under $20. When was the last time we saw the paper pad under $20? Okay, we're going to take a quick moment out. If you love peacocks, hint, hint, you're going to love what Sarah and I have got for you next, right here on the Start of Craft Day on HSN.
Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley is all about looking good and feeling good. Do These are the clothes I love to wear. And you will too.
Watch Tower Hill by Christy Brinkley.
Only on HSN.
In honor of National Military Appreciation Month, HSN is supporting the Foundation for Women Warriors, a nonprofit organization dedicated to honoring and empowering the women veterans community. The foundation works to enhance the personal and economic well-being of veterans by providing financial education, professional development, and mentorship. Join us in support of our women veterans. In May, HSN will match customer donations up to $75,000.
The stars are aligning on QVC Plus and HSN Plus for season 2 of my late night talk show, Busy This Week, hosted by me, Busy Phillips.
And me, Casey St. Ange.
Join us May 21st at 10 p.m. Eastern as we get down to earth with some of today's most shining stars.
And shop fab finds that you won't believe.
Your Wednesday nights just got a whole lot brighter with QVC Plus and HSN Plus. Download the free TV app or visit QVCplus.com to start streaming now.
Oh, we are feeling crafty, there's no doubt, and there's nobody better to inspire us than Sarah Davies. We are continuing on. Sarah, every time we do a show together, there's always a moment in time where we do a Sarah signature collection.
One big one.
Tonight, Graceful Plumes is the name of the game. Let's talk about peacocks.
Do you know, it's fabulous. The sample, the cards that you see us doing are absolutely to die for, right? Now, what I've tried to do is be really, really good and not get too carried away and make a bazillion things so that you've got a mini kit and a mega bundle. That $79 kit is your mega bundle.
It's everything.
That is sorry, there is one extra linen card pack.
Okay.
So if you really want everything, you want the mega bundle and the card pack, okay? But let me show you every single component that's in the kit and why you're going to want them all, okay? So, you know, my favourite thing's always edgeables.
Yes.
This is the most incredible and detailed edgeable. So when you say, oh my word, if you've gone for the Today's Special and you've got all of your watercolour pens, of course you're going to be using them on all these other projects. How fabulous is that colour down the side? This little peacock's included as well. And then these are the phenomenal papers that come in the bundle. So you've got that edgeable die. Then you've got the strutting it stuff perfect peacock in the first place as well. I just think they are wonderful. They're a little bit different. So this was actually a customer request. So we always do our research now and we ask our HSN customers, what is it you'd like to see? And peacocks kept coming up time and time again. Now, look at this one here. Can you see you've got that beautiful piece in the background as well as the peacock itself? That piece in the background is a 3-dimensional embossing folder. It's another level embossing folder, which I think used with the peacock there is just incredible. Now, I have to say, you know I love a creator card. That is probably one of the most detailed creator cards. And to put the value for money into perspective, that big die set is a $25 die. So that is it there, just worked up onto one big card. How spectacular does that look? And then completely different, used in a shaker card as a background here with the peacock. Right. So if you love to do your colouring, the peacock will give you the centerpieces. We've got these amazing background pieces as well. These are the panel dies. So we've done a pack of 3. Instead of doing separate ones, we've done a pack of 3 of these panel dies. They will tell all of the stories. That will give you all of the panels that go either onto the front of your cards or you can use them in the center, for example. They are beautiful and they're creator cards, so they'll cut right through if you want. And then finally, you've got this amazing set of stamps where you can be doing all things like strut your stuff, may all your wishes come true, proud as a peacock, beauty and elegance, be strong, be happy, be you, happy birthday. Now, all of that comes in addition to this wonderful, absolutely massive 12 by 12 pad. So what I will say is, if you are someone who's looking and absolutely loves this, we always do this, we make the 12 by 12 pad available on its own as well.
Extra.
Because a lot of people, especially while you've got your shipping incentive,
Absolutely.
so while you pay for your one shipping, you might as well get the extra papers. And I think once I flick you through these papers,
from the back.
From the back.
From the back.
Always from the back to the front. I mean, look at them, Adam. And you imagine doing like a slimline card with just that one peacock on there. Looks absolutely incredible.
I just think, you know, being here at HSN and seeing what we all seem to appreciate and love, Peacocks have their place, whether it's a Heidi Daas brooch, whether it's a beautiful pattern and design. We love how graceful they are, how proud they are, how impressive they are, how colorful they are, and really how special they are. It's a fantastic backdrop to a project that you want to make. I've certainly never seen any kind of peacock collection in the world of crafting. Maybe you have at home, but this is the first from Sarah, and it's a Sarah signature. A lot of feedback on the mega bundles and the Sarah signatures, which is why we've really worked with Crafters and Sarah to bring in even bigger values. I've never had a mega bundle at $79 and change, never. And you're getting everything you need. If you want extra paper, Sarah just showed you, it's available, it's only $20. And then there is the linen cardstock. That's the only thing you're not getting. Again, that's only 20 bucks. So we're more affordable than ever. And dare I say, Sarah, in a time of rising prices in many areas.
People are looking for these.
Right,
So this is, look, we've just got to face into it, isn't it? This is going to be the reality.
Yeah.
And I just think crafting's our hobby. Yeah. It's not something we have to do. It's something we choose to do.
We want to do.
So it's got to be something, it could be the first thing that has to go budget-wise when times are getting a little bit tough and you're having to look at where to spend your money. So for us, it's about really working hard to give you something that's really affordable. So yes, I would love to have made this a $189 mega bundle and brought you endless amounts of dies back, because I can just keep designing all that stuff. And do you know what we said? Let's keep it really tight. Let's offer exceptional value for money. You know, $25 paper pad, a $25 major die set. You're looking here at around about $140 worth of value for that incredible price of $79.95, so that you don't have to pick and choose just elements.
Now, just so you know, your microphone is rubbing on that jacket of yours.
Oh, my lovely jacket.
So we're going to...
Would they like me to put it up here?
We're getting Piper's over there. He's going to fix it for you.
He's going to go...
You can be careful now. You be careful! He's got a reputation. We're excited that you're loving this. We're down, obviously, with FlexPay available as well. Crafting is just beginning for a big 24 hours of fun and excitement. Still to come, if you love pasta, yes, pasta, you're going to love a collection. It's called Pasta La Vista, baby. We've got all new stuff tonight. Can I show you this one that I really appreciated? This is so gorgeous. Look at this. How spectacular. And the colors that have been used. I mean, you know, we're looking for specialty things, and this is it. You do different collections spanning all different themes, but this theme seems to resonate with everybody.
I just think it's the showy-offness, isn't it?
Yes.
The peacock, it's the showy-offness, but also people like the bright colours. I think especially this time of year, you want those bright, vibrant, bold colours. Now, should I put a quick card together?
Please.
I want you all to see just how nice it can be to put a quick card together, right? Okay. Now, what I've done is I've used some of our pearl powders. Now, we've had these on HSN, but don't forget, if you're in the Today Special, you're going to get one of these.
You will indeed.
Shipments, right? Now, that edgeable die, so all you do is you pop your powders down, give it a bit of a spritz. That beautiful edgeable die, if you take that down the end, Adam, what it does is it cuts all this side away, but this stays connected. So if you can see the one here that I've already ran through the die cutting machine, can you see that was that there? And so everything to the left cut away, but everything to the right stayed connected. Now, brilliant tip for you, okay? If I get one of my dotty tape pens out, I have cut that die again in the blue. Now, if you take this and put your dotty tape all over the back, and you can't do this with a regular tape pen, you must do it with a dotty tape pen. We can line that up and go slightly to the left, slightly a little bit down like this, so that when we turn that over, let's have a little look. I'm just going to, instead of getting my scissors out, I'm just going to tear this, because, you know, we're live on TV.
Anybody would think you were rushing.
Exactly. You won't get this when we're doing the craft. Oh, hey. So look at that now with that little bit of shadowing. And then look at it when I take a little bit of the coloured cardstock and put it behind. And that is one of the B tracks. That's one of the reverse sides. It's starting to come together beautifully. You're going to add on things like the panel dies that we've got. I think the stamps always make it. So you've got there the strut your stove, the little panel die that we've got, and it just makes a really elegant card, but they're nice and quick and easy. So whether you want to go like this, whether you want to be doing that lovely big background piece, that's the same technique that I've just taught you, but with the gold behind this time. You've got that beautiful big peacock. Now this is, if you go for the linen card as well, that's going to match in beautifully with the linen card on there. You've got the panel dies that are wonderful to colour in as well. And I want you to understand, Adam, doesn't matter if you're a beginner crafter, these are all cards within your gift to do. And as soon as you get this home, remember, you're going to have a little look on YouTube, you're going to search Crafter's Companion Graceful Plumes, and you're going to see loads of tutorials of different cards that you could be making, because we'll be holding your hand through this.
Well, we love love to hold your hand when we do these crafting days. It's fun. I also want to extend a hand when it comes to saving even more money, because I can save you $40 off any single item purchase with an application of the HSN credit card. So save $40, give us a call on 1-800-695-1418. If you get approved, you can start shopping right now with Sarah and I live on TV. Producer Kevin, do we have any of our Stardust paper firework pads left? Oh, there's only 250. Well, 250. We'll do another mention in a moment. We'll do this first because I said pasta la vista, baby. And that's exactly what we got. We've got some great one-liners with this. You're going to go crazy. So we just said you've got a theme for everybody. We all love pasta.
This honestly, priceless. This is one of the punniest... Pentastic. Look at this. Pentastic. Life is full of pastabilities. I love this idea. Pasta. Pretty amazing, sister. Totally awesome. Holy macaroni. How old are you now? Ravi rolling with laughter. I mean, come on. The puns do not get any worse than this. You passed your test. Pasta la vista, baby. I'm tagliatelle in love with you.
Oh my God!
I'm tortellini in love with you. This is I can alone imagine life without you.
It's just made for it. It's perfect, every single one.
I love them. Saucy. Right. So what you are getting, right? I've got to just show you some of these before I go. Never regretty eating spaghetti. The pesto's yet to come.
The pesto's yet to come.
Right, okay, so what you are getting, right, there's 3 components in this kit. The first is all of them absolutely hilarious punny stamps. So you've got a full stamp set with all of those individual stamps. There are 27 really funny pasta stamps on there, right? Then what you've got is you've got a stamp and die set. So you've got the stamp and the die of every different type of pasta, right? So they then tell the story with the funny stuff. But then can you see, you can stamp on all the little eyes and the little hands if you want. So if you look at cards like this, right? So these 2 in the middle have got the little hands and the faces. So if you want to bring them to life, that's how you're going to do it. And then finally, the third component in the set is a lovely big embossing folder for the background so that you can create all your background pieces and then add on your pasta pieces if you want. I mean, come on, does it get much more punny than that?
It's adorable. It's adorable. And obviously you think the same way. We're now under 1,000 left. And this is on the road to another sellout. $29.95. We are on FlexPay. We're going to send this straight out to you. By the way, before I forget, on the side of the screen, you're going to see the details for our today's special. Those Tencel lyocell sheets from Giuliana Rancic. Obviously, we're nearly at midnight. So if you do want some new sheets, they are incredible. They're breathable. They're ultra supremely soft, moisture wicking, cool to the touch. Tencel lyocell sheets. If you've never felt them before, there's a very specific hand to them. You can spend hundreds of dollars, even up to $1,000 on Tencel lyocell sheets in some of the big premium stores. They are amazing. We have them available for $69.95. We're going to double the pillowcases as well. So instead of 2 pillowcases, you get 4, the flat sheet and the fitted sheet. Love, love, love. Grab it before midnight, which is coming up real fast. Okay, Sar, still to come, a couple of final pieces. You know, your team work effortlessly all year long to create these.
They do, and they're really different, they're really unique. And I wanted you to see, so when we look at like the stamp and die set, for example, here are all of the different individual stamps. You've got loads of different stamps that you can work with. Your rigatoni, your cannelloni, all your, you know, your ravioli, your spaghetti, all the different pieces. But then also, all of the hands and feet. So when you're looking at this one here, it's a little bit easier to see than where we've stamped them out. You've got all the different little faces and then all the hands and feet. So what I've done, and then you get the die set. So there are all of your dies, because let's face it, who wants to sit and cut these out?
Sure.
Nobody wants to sit and cut them out. So what I've done here is I've stamped out a few of the different die sets, and then I've stamped on the faces at the different places so that we've got that unique place. And then once you colour them all in, they're going to look like this.
Right.
Now, then you're going to take each of those dies, and your dies, literally, you'll find each one of these. Get your die. The die will just perfectly line up over the top there, cuts it out, and you're ready to go. And then all you're going to do is add them onto the front of a card.
Look at that.
I mean, it could not be simpler.
No, no, no. And that's the nice thing. Everything is so easy. It's such a, you know, it's not such a hassle. Some of the projects that you find out there these days, it's really complicated. But you can create these looks in no time at all.
No time. And do you know what? I just thought it was a little bit different using one for a scrapbook page.
Yeah.
I think these ones here, you are simply positively the best.
Yes.
Yeah, and do you know what? If you're doing the cards for the kids as well, if you're looking for something a little bit different, something you're going to have a little bit of fun with, I'm telling you now, there's nothing like this. I previewed this last week and everybody went bananas for it.
Do you know why? Because it makes you smile.
Yeah, it does.
It makes you smile.
It makes you giggle.
And we need that. We need to smile. There's nothing about this that isn't fun.
No. You're absolutely right. Pastor Patty, shall we celebrate?
I think we should definitely.
Every single one of these, and you are getting 27. This is what makes it really unique. 27 honey stamps.
Thank you for your orders. We're down to the final 600 before this one is sold out as well. We are not finished for the night. 15 minutes left. Let's do one last look at our Stardust.
Come on, is there some of it left?
I think there's like, what, 175 you said, Kevin? About 175 left. It's under $20. I don't even remember the last time we had our pads at under $20. So we're excited about the price point. Because it's fireworks, that works for virtually any occasion, any project.
Oh, birthday cards. I mean, look at this. 4th of July cards.
Perfect.
I think we're just going to be perfect timing. I love this idea of just taking one in the background, but adding a little bit of glitter on. So you could add your own glitter, you could add your own foiling to this. I think once you start and add a little bit of glitter, it's wonderful. But then don't just think about making your cards. What about taking it to the next level and using your little offcuts to make some projects as well? I mean, come on, are they going to be brilliant or what? It's just little things. And do you know, it's just a nice and different paper pad. So all I'm going to say is we only, that's it. And also, we never bring these paper pads back.
No, you know that.
So you've seen, this is the first time anybody is seeing it. You're going to be able to see it. You're going to be able to get it. If you've got your card where you've got multiple shipments, basically, go and order a couple of these now because you'll not pay shipment on the second or third
It's absolutely true. And I noticed obviously double-sided on here as well.
Always, come on, you know it's always double-sided. And also, the quality, because you are going to want to do, I mean, look at this, making a 3D bag with it.
I love that.
You are going to want to do bags. Maybe you don't want to do box lids. I always do like a really sturdy box base and use Suzanne calls it Paper Plus.
Paper Plus.
She calls us out. She says, Crafters Companion don't do paper, they do Paper Plus. It's not cardstock, it's not card, but it's Paper Plus.
It's not average, it's not standard. It's a next level, it's a next step. All right, we are about to sell this out. If you're on the phone, please confirm that purchase. If it's in your shopping cart, quick, check out. Again, with this, there's no wait list or advanced order. Once it's gone, it is gone. It's nice to have that kind of backfill of great paper products. So whatever project you are going to do, you've got some choices, you've got opportunities, you've got variety. I think what's special about this is just the amazing colors, the spectacular nature of fireworks. And whether you're a child, whether you're a grown-up, or somewhere in between, everybody loves fireworks.
Everybody loves it, and the thing is, it's just different. So how many, and if you're anything like me, most of my paper pads are florals or they've got beautiful butterflies on, right? I don't have anything at all like this in my collection. I don't even have a couple of odd sheets that are like this. There is nothing at all like this. Now, I tell you what I would be using it for. Because it's multi-directional, any one of these sheets would be fabulous to make into an envelope. Because you've got the front and then you've got the different, it's like a tonal version on the back. So this would make a fabulous big envelope. You can do right up to your a US letter size folded in half. Is that A7?
I always get confused.
I never know, because we're used to different ones. That would be C5, but you've got to make them envelopes, and then you've got that lovely shading inside as well. And you are getting 36 sheets.
It's not too shabby.
Not too shabby for under $20.
Again,
36 sheets.
You know, it's never a nice thing to talk about, but just the price of paper products, you've probably heard, it just went through the roof.
Through the roof.
And that's why, like, for the past 6, 7, 8, 9 months, you know, typically there's $24.95, $29.95.
They are edging. Or what you'll find that we've started to do is have to reduce our pagination. So you'll never get a 36 sheet pad. You would get maybe a 24 sheet pad or a 20 sheet pad. That's what you've got to watch out for. Watch out for pagination going down, because a lot of people, they think, oh, look, it's great, I can get that paper pad for $20, but it's not actually a full paper pad, it's a half-size paper pad.
Pagination, I learned a new word.
Pagination.
Pagination. Look for a good pagination and you'll be just fine. All right, thank you for all your orders here. This is about to sell out. We'll let you know when it's officially gone. In the meantime, we've got a race. We've got 12 minutes left, Sar.
12 minutes left. left.
Okay, should we do 3D embossing folder die and stencils?
These are lovely. We have never done these before like this, okay? So what we've done in the past is we've done 3D embossing folders.
Yes.
We've done dies with our 3D embossing folders, but it's really, really difficult to work out where to do your die cutting.
Okay.
So let me just show you. I'm going to bring my demo over here, and I think I'm going to start off with the demo.
Okay.
Then you'll understand a little bit more what you're doing. Have I left my bag under here? Yes, I have. Right, so how this works is within each set, you are going to get a stencil, you are going to get the die, the die that goes, I was thinking, what's the word there now? Turns out I have been awake for nearly 48 hours. And then you get the embossing folder that goes with it, right? So what the intention is that this will cut out your piece of paper to be exactly the right size to go in. So you're going to start off, you're going to draw around your stencil so that you get the paper exactly the right size. Once you've got the paper the right size, you then take your die, you pop your die in place there, get your little bit of tape, and this is, do you know, it's the simplest things, Adam, that are the most genius.
Yes.
That then makes sure that when we remove our stencil out, that die is going to cut in exactly the right place.
Perfect.
So you now run that through your die cutting machine, it'll come out like this, and then what you'll see is when we lie this in the folder, it is exactly the right size with the aperture in exactly the right place, that we send this through, and once it's come through, it's going to be perfectly embossed. That is what everybody's after. That beautiful detailed embossing, but to try and line up the die to get it in the right place is nigh on impossible. So don't do it. Use the stencil that comes in, and then you can either use the stencil to mask off a certain bit, or you could, if you want to put your colours in the middle.
Sure.
So I'm going to show you the 3 designs that we've got in the set. Now that you understand how it works, right? So, first of all, we've got this beautiful one with the heart in the middle. So these are your lovely roses. Oh, and if you do the Today Special, you're going to learn how to do that colouring technique.
Oh, indeed.
And you're going to have the pens to be able to do that colouring technique.
Yep.
So I love that you're going to be able to take it and take it on to the next level. So that one there is your rose, which is, I have lost that bar. There it is, there it is, right. There is your beautiful rose with the heart in the middle. So you can see 2 different ways you can make this. Then you've got the one that is the daisy. I love it. So it could be daisies, it could be lovely echinaceas. You can do it however you want. And again, personally, I really like to colour them, although I've got some lovely cards that I'll be able to show you where they haven't always been coloured, just to give you the different feeling. And then last of all, you've got that beautiful, it's like a more open flower. And instead of doing specific flowers, we've tried to do things that are a little bit generic, that they could be made into loads of different types of flowers just by the way that you colour them.
Okay.
Really nice, really different, but really easy.
So you get a sense of how incredible this can be. $39.95. FlexPay is available. And don't forget, this is just the beginning. Just the beginning. Midnight tonight. Susie's going to be here. It's a sewing kind of a day. Anna Griffin, obviously, a big part of the day. Sarah, a big part of the day. You and me are actually back on tomorrow night.
You're my finale.
I'm the finale.
You're my finale.
Oh, you see,
and I've had to finale early because you finale at 6 o'clock tomorrow. So I'm now finaleing early as well. Right. So I'm starting off my day with you.
Yes.
By the way, can I just say I'm loving this 11 o'clock preview hour again. We used to do this back in the day. Can you remember a few years ago?
I do.
So it's nice to have the chance to get kind of before the craft day starts, get in there early.
It's a warm up.
There you go.
It's a warm-up.
So, these are just all the different things. So just showing you could be doing shaker cards. This has been beautifully watercoloured there. But every time, because you've got that lovely 3D technique behind, you can do, whether it's just some, I mean, this. How fabulous is that? With our pencils on there. So pencils into the black.
And a quick favour of our amazing producer, Kevin. Kevin, just before we move on to our next item, if we could spend just 20 seconds as a reminder of our Crafters Companion Today's special. For those that are tuning in late, maybe you forgot we were on. Oh, did we have some fun with I think it's nearly 1,000 now sold. It's over 800 sold. We'll give you the details in a few moments' time. You'll see it appear right there. An opportunity to experience Craftaganza at home, June 21st and 22nd. Craft along with Sarah. You get 10 projects valued at around $500. You get all the equipment that you need, valued at around another $80 to $100. So you've got to be so thrilled with the reaction to that.
I mean, and I was hoping it would do well. I was hoping we might have got, you know, 300 or 400 lung in today. I was not expecting to be, I mean, we're probably going to be at 1,000 by the time I go to bed. We are limited in the number of people we can take. Globally, there'll be a few thousand of you on. However, all of the American stock had to be shipped into America last month. So it all arrived in the country last month, so that when you get onto the program today, yours will be shipped out to you in the next few weeks, so that you've then got it in time ready to take the classes with us on the 21st and 22nd of June.
Ask about auto ship, because there's only a couple hundred of those left before it's sold out, so that's a really big deal. And again, if you go on hsn.com right now, you can see the presentation Sarah and I just did of the Craftaganza Today's Special, 15 years in the making, and finally it's been made available, so everybody can be a part of an amazing community experience. Okay, a quick wrap up of this, and then we'll spend 5 minutes on our last item.
Come on, I'm over here for the last one.
Okay.
I'm just going to tell you now, these embossing folders are completely different to anything else that we've done. Really, remember they're 3D embossing folders,
3D.
not just regular.
We like 3D. It's better than 2D. It's better than 1D. We love 3D.
It is. We're all about the 3D.
3D. Okay.
Right, you're going to love this.
Tell me why.
This is right up your street, right? So you know, sometimes you don't just want to send someone a nice card. You want to take it to the next level. Sending them a bouquet of flowers or a box of flowers like this is the next level. But what I love about this is it folds flat to go in the envelope.
Oh, clever,
right?
nice.
So it's going to fold flat to go in the envelope, open up, and form a 3-dimensional box. And because they're made of dies and stamps, what it means is you can do this in whatever colour scheme you want, always folding. I'll show you from the folds flat. Folds up like this, goes in the envelope ready, comes out and drops into a 3D spot like this, right? Now let me show you exactly what you're getting, because this is the clever die that does the hard work. So what you're going to do is you're going to take that die, doesn't look like much here, but this is the die set. So it's going to cut out your major die, it cuts out your panels, and then you've got all of these extra accessory pieces for your mats and layers. So what I want you to do, and I'm going to do one really, really quickly for you so that you get the gist, is you're going to cut this out twice. So there is your 2 that you've cut out. All I've done is I've folded these over and added the double-sided tape onto there to start with. So that I can take this and I can go and glue point 1 to point 2 there, and then that will fold back over here onto that one there, and that will give you the base card ready to go, right? Well, the base box, I should say, ready to go. Now, how it all works with your inner pieces, you're going to die cut your inner pieces like this. Again, I've popped the tape on, and then what happens is, on the side of your box, you'll see, now I've put mine inside out so that you can see this on the outside. Can you see it shows you where to line up?
Yes, I do.
So you're going to have them on the inside, so that what you do is you line up the left piece,
you're making this look very
right
easy,
bit.
Sarah.
It's once you've got the tools. Once you've got the tools. So can you see that puts a panel across the front? You're going to do that 3 times with your panels across the front, across the middle. 3 times if you want. If you want to do more than 3, you can do more than 3 if you want. But I always thought these boxes were really complicated until I had a set of dies that does all of the work for you, right? So 1, 2, 3. Once we're stuck in, watch, I'm going to practice folding it flat. I'm going to fold it flat. I'm going to make sure it's all stuck down nicely. Once we're stuck down nicely, I can make sure, caught a little bit of tape on there. Oh, this is...
No pressure, no
It's all right,
pressure.
well, you won't be back to front upside down doing it for the camera. Can you see? So once I've done my flat stick in there now, I've got them pieces in place. Now, you then also get this massive set of dies and stamps. So you're getting then all of the different florals. You're going to take your florals, you're going to stamp them, you're going to die cut around them, and then do the colouring in however you want. So can you see I've got all these little ones here that I've coloured in. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to attach all of these to the pieces that go crossway on here. So can you see, here's the one where I've done all of my matting and layering, and I've started adding my flowers on. And you can add as many of these flowers as you want, just taking the flowers and sticking them to all of those crossed pieces. Once they are done, and actually, can you see the ones at the back? What I like to do is I put them on a little bit of acetate.
I see it.
So you've got the butterfly, you've got the extra bits. That will then fold flat, and the little flaps come up to protect all of that while it's in transit. So that then goes into a nice big 7 by 7 inch envelope. And then when it opens up, gives you that beautiful bouquet of flowers.
I mean, come on, isn't that fabulous? You imagine somebody receiving that and opening that and seeing that. Again, 3D, so you've got this incredible environment where everything bursts into life. You just saw Sarah do that live, and it really didn't look hard, right? But that's why Everything is so well thought out. Everything is easy to do. And flowers, we were talking a little bit earlier. I had this product, Sarah, in the show. It was this illuminated.
It was beautiful.
Did you see it?
I was watching, thinking, I wish HSN would ship to the UK.
Huge. Don't you think that'd be huge?
You would be huge.
Yeah,
honestly, some of the stuff you get is incredible. They were fabulous.
Yeah. Well, no, we were talking about how everybody likes flowers, you know, and we love flowers in that floral theme, and this allows you to deliver flowers just in a different format.
And also in a way that's a lot more sustainable.
Oh, of course.
Because there's nothing drives me around the bend. You spend, you know, $50, $60 on a bouquet of flowers,
That's
and then they're
2
after a week.
minutes. I know.
And then that's it. Whereas something like this is going to keep going time and time again. Plus these flowers, this set of flower dies, that's a $25 set of stamps and dies just for the flower dies.
Yes, yes.
So that you don't have to use just with your three-dimensional box.
Right.
You can use this on its own to make other projects. So you could just use these on a flat card if you want. You could use these on a little bouquet if you wanted. I just love the idea of making these three-dimensional boxes.
There's the details for the Living Glow rechargeable LED color-changing flower light at the side of the screen. 13 different colors, a timer built in, plug it in or cordless. Fantastic product. Those roses will live forever, just like Crafter's Companion, and we're thrilled that you were here to spend this hour with Sarah and I. Sarah, what's your schedule tomorrow then?
Okay, so I get to have a line in the morning. I'll be with you at 11 o'clock. So I'll be with you at 11 o'clock with another look at the Today Special. Same again at 4 o'clock, and then you and I have got the big finale hour at 6.
So 6 o'clock tomorrow. Make sure you join us. We've got some surprises, right?
Some really good stuff coming up
Things
then.
that we didn't show you tonight, obviously. Okay, Sarah's going to go get some rest, and she has been awake for 48 hours at least. In the meantime, the excitement is building. The fun has just started. Sarah and I are going to be watching as the amazing Suze, our crafting guru here on HSN. I see Sue. She's there. She's ready. She's set, and she's going for it. Suze, over to you.
Oh, it's so crafty, but it's also S-E-W crafty. Hey, I'm Suzanne Runyon. Thanks, Adam and Sarah, for the big warm-up. We've got a great hour, and you guys have asked for this. You said, we want more sewing, we want more sewing. Where has it been? Well, we've got it tonight with some of the very best brands in the world, including Janome. I'm so excited because we have the ultimate when it comes to a great machine that takes you a long ways in your sewing.